He's training some of those guys how to fight. But what I think is that I don't think, and especially after seeing, I thought that Fat Joseph, I don't like calling him that because I'm a little bigger than him. But anyway, I didn't like him. I didn't like him being called that, and I thought he was older. I thought he was 30, 40 years old. He was just a kid. He was 21 years old, and Daryl attacked him and took him out, and that's what's expected of to escape. But then Jesus asked him, I said, why did you do that? Why did you have to do that or something? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So do you think that Daryl had to do that to Joseph? Joseph even said, hey, man, we're in the same boat. We're just trying to survive.
It was, wrong place, wrong time for him. That's all. That's all. It could have been anybody, any one of them.
So
he just happened to.
Let me take you back just a little bit before that, before that happened, before Daryl attacked Joseph, Daryl was in the bedroom and he saw an ornament or something. Did he take that, or what was he looking at? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do, and I'm not exactly sure what it was. Shoot.
What's the significance of that? Because you remember back in last season, he found the little army man and he ended up keeping it or something.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to know what the significance of that was. So I'm probably going to go back and watch it again because it has to mean something. And if he took it,
I agree.
If he took it, it means something to somebody else. Somebody at Negan's compound. Maybe Negan or the one that helped him get out. No, it was one of the two besides Jesus who helped him. It was one of the two. It was either Sherry or her husband, her real husband, that helped him escape. That's my opinion. That's my take on that. Dwight.
Yeah.
It was one of the two because he's getting upset. So I just wanted to go back to that and see what your opinion was. I'm going to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, well, if you spot it, figure it out, let me know.
Yeah,
it was something. It was definitely significant, but I'm not sure from where. And
they kind of blurred it for some reason. Did you notice that? It was kind of blurred out.
Yeah, a little bit.
The freaks are out. The freaks are out. Denise, watch out. The freaks are out. I think Chris let them out.
They're everywhere. They are. They're everywhere.
So I just want to know why it was blurred, though.
I don't know. That's why I couldn't exactly see what it was. Yeah, there's definitely something in there.
So, in all honesty, so far we still got a lot of recapping to go. But what do you think of the writing in this whole first part of the season 7? From the writers and the producers, how do you feel about it?
I thought they did an excellent job. People are comparing, like I said, to the first episode of season 7, and you can't do that. We're meeting new people. We're meeting other groups, new people. They had to do that. We need the background. You can't just throw them in there. So it was a lot of, and seeing how our characters that we love so much are faring, which is a good thing. They're doing good. And then the mid-season finale, I thought I really liked it. I thought they did a good job with it.
Okay, there was a lot of disappointment after that first episode. With the writing and the direction of the producers and directors, and I didn't see it that way. While I'm a big TWD fan, so obviously I'm not going to see it that way. I'm going to see it the way I feel comfortable, and I felt comfortable with everything being pretty good, except for there was one episode that I wasn't really comfortable with.
Oh, which one was that?
Well, I was okay with it when with the King Ezekiel part. The thing I wasn't okay with was the Morgan. Every time Morgan and Carol get on together, there's just something about it that throws me off. But it was really cool for King Ezekiel to come out, King Zeke, and going back. That's what's cool. It's going to lead us again. See, everything that, you know, because we keep going back a couple weeks, and everything keeps leading us back to this weekend, where Morgan came and talked to Carol, and then the other guy came in and talked to what's the name of King Zeke's
You want to know his name?
No. What's the name of his? What does he call his group?
The Kingdom.
The Kingdom. Yeah. Okay. So basically, you have the Kingdom, Hilltop, Alexandria, and Oceanside, and that's what it looks like. That's going to be taking on Negan.
Yeah.
But I guess there's going to be some other groups involved coming up too, from what I understand.
That's what I heard too. So. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm sure there's other groups out there. How could there not be? But I agree with you. I thought the season was good, but like I said, everybody's comparing it to that first episode, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, we had to see how our favorite characters were doing after that, the new groups, and like you said, I thought that episode with Morgan and Carol when they she first met King Ezekiel was great. She just cracked me up. You know, trying to be the, you know, innocent person. You know, she's like, "Oh, isn't that wonderful? Casseroles." I just cracked up. I thought it was great, but obviously she didn't fool him, which was good too.
That was like, in my opinion, I think that was her best screenplay as far as the episodes go. I think that she played her best. That was her best role that she played in the because she was so kiddish at the same time, still trying to be funny. You know what I mean? It was almost like a little kid coming out of her shell and then just going back into her world that she's in. You know. And the reason I bring that back up is because I still want to talk about, Morgan going over there to bring her some fresh fruit, which she already had fresh fruit from, I think, King Zeke. And I thought they were going to get a little more into that if King Zeke and Carol were maybe together or not. I don't know. They had talked about it on the Talking Dead a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why she's getting the fruit. But then King Zeke's, one of his soldiers, brought her bottled water, and then he started talking to him about Negan's group and what's going on with that, you know. So that's where I wanted to bring that up and see, you know, they both were standoffish when it came to him talking about them going after him and fighting them, getting together and fighting Negan.
Well, he has no idea what they've been through or what's been, you know, she's been through. That's for sure. But that's gonna change. That's gonna change, especially when she finds out what's happened, because they still don't know.
Yeah, Morgan and Carol don't know anything about it, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, here they are, but I think that'll change, and when she finds out, what happened to Daryl. That's going to totally. She's going to change. She's going to be kick-ass Carol again.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she does. This time I want her to come back and be kick-ass Carol, but I don't know. We still don't know because she's become a recluse. You know, she's reclusive right now, and we don't know if she's going to come back and be the Carol that she was as far as being a badass. But I don't know.
I think she will. Maybe not immediately, but she will.
So we want to talk about Spencer and Olivia coming up here. I'm going to do a real quick announcement again, and then I'm going to play a partial song for about 30 or 45 seconds, and when we come back, we'll talk about Spencer and Olivia, who just left the show, who barely got. And I didn't know this, but Olivia actually had some. I had watched part of season 6, and she was in a lot of scenes, and I didn't really notice that. Did you?
Oh, yeah, she was.
Yeah, I didn't really notice till I rewatched part of season 6 on my tablet, and I was like, wow, I didn't know Olivia was in so many scenes. But, so I want to talk about a product that I use. It's Tom's of Maine, It's been in business since 1970 for almost 47 years now. It's a fluoride-free product. It's all natural. The one that I use is the anti-plaque and whitening toothpaste. It's peppermint. Go try it and see how you feel. See if you feel better. Check it out. It don't hurt to try it. Like I said, it's a few dollars more than your regular toothpaste. But if you're in the position that I was with a root canal in your 20s, it's something that you may want to try out. So Tom's of Maine, been in business since 1970, 47 years. It's a fluoride-free product. They have several different kinds. They also have natural fluoride toothpaste, so you could try out the different brands that they have. The reason I bring up peppermint is because it's my favorite kind. It's the one I use every day, and it's a great product. So I would try that out, and it's gonna be cool. So we are looking for sponsors for the new year. We have openings. We could do the commercial here. We could do commercials for you, or you can bring in your own commercial. So I know Chris Stevens, he'll do, if you want a creepy commercial, Chris Stevens could do a creepy commercial for you. If you want a regular commercial, DIAZ could do a commercial for you. So it just depends on what you'd like. And then, like I said, if you have your own commercial, you could bring your own commercial in and we will play that for you. So we are looking for sponsors for the new year. Since we have an awesome platform, we have awesome podcasters. Everybody does awesome. That's a part of the company, and we are growing, and it's cool. Don't you think, Denise?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's cool. So, all right, let's get back into TWD real quick. I was gonna play a quick song, but we got so far into TWD, and once I start going, I never want to quit. But
I know.
But I do think that Negan's group is filled with about 90% of kids after what happened with Joseph, and I don't think that they're ready for battle. When the what did they say, hits the fan, I don't think Negan's group is going to be prepared for what's coming for them.
Well, they've been kind of protected by Negan's guys, so no, they're not. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, you may have about 100 guys in Negan's group that are ready to fight, but they've never went up against what Rick, Rosarita, Carol, Morgan, Carl, they haven't went up against those they're killers. No. They're killers. They're not.
Sure they are.
They're not your regular run of the mill people you find after the apocalypse that haven't been it. They've been there. They've seen it all. They've been through everything. Michonne, Maggie, Sasha. I could just go on and on. And I don't think that when it comes down to it and they get these other groups involved, I don't think Negan's group is going to put up a fight because I don't think they're prepared. There's no training. Yeah. There's no training going. From what we saw at Negan's compound, there's no training going on.
Oh, he's got his goons. He's got his some of them, and they're just bullies, basically. If you ask me.
That's the one thing I saw after I saw Joseph, Daryl take out Joseph. You know, like at first, like I said, I thought he was an older man. A 40-year-old man who knows what he's doing. Turns out he's a 20-some-year-old kid who has no clue on what's going on in the world and the apocalypse. They really don't know. All they know is that they could group up on some people and beat people up.
Right, they're bullies.
Yeah, that's all they know how to do. But when it comes down to a battle, I don't think they're prepared. I really don't think they're prepared.
They're just used to coming in and beating people up and But I think most of the people aren't ready for that because they're so used to Negan and his goons just going in, beating people up, and being taken care of. That, I agree. They're not ready.
Yeah, so that's something that we're going to be looking into for the next part of the season. We'll give our side of it here pretty soon. We're going to give our prediction of the season coming up, and And I think that's a big part of it, is what we see as far as